Okay, good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Pantech learning. So,
Say, half an hour, no, 20 minutes are heading.
sorry, guys. Sorry for the interruption. So, okay. So now I continue. So yesterday we will wind up in the personal assistant, right? So now once we have to finish that, then we will be entering into the next concept. So first I go open the last one. Yeah. I hope yesterday session everyone have okay. Everyone was understand the concept. Okay. So already given introduction about this kind of virtual assistant creation, right? So it was working with based on our commands like basic Python code I have to use to creating this particular assistant. So first I will run this. Okay, so how it is work based on my command and based on my queries is what is that respond for me. Just here.
Good afternoon, myself Jarvis sir. Please tell me how can I help you today?
So first it's greetings to me. So based on the timing wise, so now is at around 12, say about 12, right? So it is afternoon time. So it's given good afternoon and intro himself. So now the listening will came. So now I have to speak with them. I mean with this assistant. So I have to open this social media starting from YouTube, Facebook, everything. I have to say to my audio voice. He will understand my command. Then he says respond for me. I mean give that action without Okay, sorry, some technical issue, so sorry for that. So now I will continue. You can see that, so still my screen is shared, right? So repeatedly the listening, recognizing, and say that again. What is the meaning of this? It means listening is to understand, I mean, it's waiting for my audio, I mean my command. Then it recognizing means it's understanding my command. Finally, it is not understanding means it's give an answer like a say that again please. Once again you said your command. I have to understand properly. So this is the way the repeated message has to be income. Okay. So now I will start with one by one. You can see the basic social media application I have to open. Okay, once the listening will came, I will set. Okay, so we open YouTube. So now you can see the YouTube automatically recognize the tab has to be open here. Okay, I am not said, I mean do anything. Next I said open Google. Yeah, now you see I am not doing anything. Automatically based on my command wise, the assistant has to be open the particular social media application. And next one, open Stack Overflow. Yeah, so same Microsoft Edge in the individually the tab has to be open. YouTube, Google. Now the Stack Overflow website has to be open. Okay. So next one, so same like that, the Facebook and WhatsApp, everything. So the Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, the three applications. First thing, it is opening only home page. It is not entering the application like the web page. Just a home page, login page only. It has to be open because of I am not given my ID, so that's why. So open Instagram. Okay, so we will wait. Yeah, now we can see. Oh, again YouTube, fine. Open Instagram. Yeah, so now the Instagram home page only is the like login page. It's not entering into the application. Okay, so this everything is a web browser. So based on the web page wise, the everything is working like a based on the URL, the particular URL, the facebook.com, whatsapp.com, like Instagram, like that way. So next I am entering into the local files, the music, videos, and the images, folders. This kind of way I have to open. So these are all things also having some kind of command. So I starting with the music. Okay, so once play music. So now
ready, mame.
So this is the way the song has to be played. Okay, so which kind of song I have? I am what is that? Hold in my folder. So the particular song has to be played. Then time. So time is based on the current time wise. And the next one, code. So code means open code. I have to set the code folder has to be open. Open code. So this is the code folder. Automatically in my file manager, the code folder already is there. So in that particular folder is open. So now this is the folder of this. So next one I go with that photo. Open photo. The photo has been opened, but it is still is not maximized. So now you can see the photo is open. It's open. Okay. So next one, finally the video is there. Open video. It's also same problem. Sometimes the okay.
It all starts with agents and their environments.
So this video
AI agents are like brains for machines.
So
they come in 5 types.
So if you have to change that, so anywhere your video or any folder has to be open. Wait a second. Now I have on movie. Yeah, here the movie is there. So I can choose this particular Transformers movie. So I have copy this path. Yeah, copy the path and paste the particular location like here. Once I terminate this, and in this location I have to place this URL. Okay. Okay, so now once I save and again run this, so in start.
Good afternoon,
Okay.
myself Jarvis, sir. Please tell me how can he help you today?
How many times I terminate this, and once again I run this one. It's starting from this greetings. Okay, so now I said okay, open video. Yeah, now you can see the particular movie has to be played, the Transformers. You can see the Transformers the last night. So like this way the video has to be played. Okay, so next, finally, if you done your every process, so finally you have said like that, this first query, goodbye or exit or quit. So in 3, any one you can set, automatically the loop has to be terminate. Okay, wait a second. Yeah, so in on my words I said this kind of 3 things. So the, where is that? Yeah, the 3 words already I said, the goodbye, exit. So any one word has to be true, automatically the loop has to be stopped and the process is ended. Okay, so this is the way the person has to be work, personal assistant has to be work. So it's just a basic one. So you have to be added to give a phone call to a friend, or give a message to a friend, or email to your friend or any person. So everything is possible. So the same process you have to be added based on your requirement. Okay, so this is a personal assistant. I hope you understand. So these are all the major libraries is needed. Okay, the Pantech 3 is help to create the generative voice for our system, our machine or laptop. Speech recognition isn't to understand my words. I mean, now I said to my command in audio voice. So the system has to be understand my words. So the speech recognition is help to understanding my wordings. And date time is mentioned to the current time. What is the current time and date? It's help to greetings, the greeting format, and we have to asking the time in current time. So everything, the date time based on the format, it has to be in work. And web browser is help to opening the web pages like YouTube, Google, like that. OS is help to our local system, in local storage, what kind of files or applications are there, we have to be in access. Okay, so otherwise we can create the voice for our system, like Sapify is help to create the voice, and we have fixed the voice like a male or female. The 1 means is a female, 0 means is a male voice. So whatever it is we need, we can assigning that. Then we have to create a speak, that is the major function. Speak means the audio, I mean the command, like output is said like audio wise as well as physical, I mean physical activity wise also it is happen. So the timing and the greetings, everything is working like a audio wise, right? So other things it is do that action. So the based on time by 0 to 12 means it is the morning time. So still midnight 12 to afternoon 12 wise is a morning time. So that in between the timings, the greetings format is a good morning, and next thing after 12 is a good afternoon, after 6 is a good evening. So the 18 is represent to this railways time, that is 24 hours. So 18 is represent to the 6 o'clock, evening 6 o'clock. So that's way. So next one is take the command. So it is waiting for my command, and it is understanding my commands. The say that again means it is not understanding, means it's asking again. So say once again you have to say your command like that way. So next entering into the main command. So that is based on our specific application, like specific process wise is working. It's working. YouTube, Google, Stack Overflow, web browser applications, and music, time. So everything local applications also we can access. Okay, so this is the way the personal assistant has been work. Okay, I hope you all understand this one. So I try to share this code in your WhatsApp group, so you can access this and you try with yourself, so you can getting some idea as well as you can get some questions also. Okay, so now we are entering to the next one, that is object detection. This is on it is the additional or another concept of AI technology. So the object detections help to still the traffic analysis, crowd monitoring, and terrorist monitoring. So the every kind of process, the object detection has to be in help. Okay, so still how many set of peoples are present in this one particular mall or one particular room. So just a minute. Okay, so the object detection has to be help to monitoring the crowd and monitoring the traffic, so everything is helping. Okay, so how we can how it is work, so we will see in okay. Okay, so now slide wise, I mean theoretical wise, how which kind of model we have to use and what all the packages needed, this kind of things overall I have to set. Then we are entering into the major concept, that means um, practical way and hands-on way we have to see. Yeah, so abstract of this concept, I mean project means main use of the project, we have direct to object in any kind of types, that is I mean technique, electronic device or plastic material, any kind of things we have to access. So yeah, so we can deduct within second using YOLO. Using this we can deduct image or create image. So we have to identify with the image wise, we have to deduct the inside the frame, we have to access the object, and in real time camera wise we have to accessing the objects and everything. Okay, so YOLO gives better output and taking less speed than others. So anyone about the what is the expansion, I mean abbreviation of the YOLO? You only look once, I think. If you know exact answer, means you can give a comment in a chat box. Okay, so okay, we are worrying with the image classification for labeling the image, not detect all things. So we will entering into the new process, that is the YOLO object detection. So objective of this project means the main objective of this experiment is detection of lot of objects at that time. So we can provide the YOLO. So using this we can detect any type of object using YOLO. It gives high speed, high accuracy and a stronger output. So already we have a computer vision model, we have, and comparatively another models is that. So varieties of applications, computer vision concept, everything is there. But YOLO is comparatively it's high accuracy and better output. So I will show you how it is work. How? Okay. So introduction of this particular object detection means one of the best technique for the detection of any object. For this lot of algorithms we can use. For this purpose, using the OpenCV and we have detect the real-time applications. So YOLO and SSD is used for purpose of the detection. So at that time we have to detect the 49 object at the time we have to detect. So just now I said in one particular frame we have to detect the 49 count of object we have to detect in that particular place in single frame. So what are the files we have using means weight file, configuration file and a name file. So weight file has to be in the trained model, and the core algorithm, everything is present in that particular weight file. Configuration file, it is to assigning the models of this particular. The configuration file is to assigning the models and supporting files, everything present in this configuration file. And name files means what are all the class names, that means object names present in this name file. Another thing I have to say, it is a pre-trained model, so we can't train in a manual way. already the pre-trained models available in GitHub or any kind of repositories. So we can take the model and we have to using and implementing in this place only. Okay, if we have to train means it's take too much time and it's a long process. Okay, it takes some time. So that only we have to using the pre-trained model we have to take. And so methods of this one means YOLO, OpenCV, Ultralytics. So YOLO is the major core package of this particular library. OpenCV is the one of the main concept of this computer vision. The system has to be see the real world things, and Ultralytics to decide the version of this particular library. Okay, so what are the advantages of this means high speed sorry guys. Yeah, sorry for that. So stronger, more accuracy, and less time to take to detect the object. Okay, so yeah. So next one is explanation. I mean how it is the process of the object detection, like that. Take input by using real-time camera, then it will recognizing the each part. So now using the pre-process for the complexity reducing, and then take YOLO for the identification of objects in it video. So it will convert it into the grid and use some colors, then avoid the grid, give a blob to each object. After the comparison, the data set, then assigning the name of each object. First process, take input from the real-time camera. So that means the frame has to be detected. Then pre-processing the particular frame. So what all the object is there. So next process, it's creating the grid and the color. Some color is helped to identify the each object in separately, like grouping wise it has to be detected. For example, we have to using the traffic. So some car and a bus, multiple vehicles, type of vehicles is there. So we are individually identifying. So it is the car, it is the bike, and it is an bus, so like that way. So it is the grid, like the grid line, and also the colors is help to identify the each object in individually. So then let's avoid the grid and give a blob to each object. Blob means the particular frame, the square frame for each object to represent. After the comparison, the data compare it with the data set, he has to be assigning the name for the each and everything. This is the process the YOLO has to be detect. And the next one, so that's what is exactly YOLO. That was the previous slide is a object detection. This is the YOLO explanation. What is YOLO exactly? So now I said, right, you only look once. That is the meaning of the YOLO. So it's an effective real-time object recognition algorithm. So the image classification is one of the most and many exciting applications of CNN model. So CNN is a convolutional neural network. It is most important thing in image processing as well as deep learning concept. So we have to take our data in the image format. Definitely we have to even use in a CNN model. So that only is having the capability to handling the data, image data. So it is commonly associated with the self-driving cars, and where a system blends the computer vision, LiDAR, and the technology to generate the multi-dimensional representation of the road with all its participants. Object detection is also commonly used in video surveillance and especially in crowd monitoring to prevent the terrorist attack. So count people for general statistics or analyzing the customer experience with the walking path within the shopping centers. So in start of the before this slide, before the concept, I also said the object detection is mostly used for crowd monitoring, traffic analysis, and terrorist analysis. So this kind of places the object detection has to be used. Okay. So the YOLO also same thing. So YOLO is one of the algorithm to object detection using object detection. Okay. So most important thing, the self-driving car, because of the automatic car is help to first thing the car has to be see the real world things with the help of the camera to accessing the real world things. Next process, they have to identify the every objects along with that traffic signs and another people's like pedestrians, cars, what was that? So everything has to be detected. Okay, then only the car has to smoothly drive. Take a smoothing drive. Okay. So next one's module use. Okay. So most importantly, two kind of things modules we have to use. One is OpenCV, another is a NumPy. So OpenCV is help to detecting the object with the help of the camera base. So the computer vision, right? So the camera, once we have to using the camera, it comes under the computer vision concept. And NumPy is help to understanding the numbers, because of the systems can only understanding the numerical values, so that's why. So it is used to do algebraic and the numerical Fourier and the matrix we have to understand, and also it is a Python library. Okay. And okay, so this is the way we have to understanding the theoretical way of object detection as well as YOLO. So now we have entering into the concept of object detection. Now I go to open the particular folder. Okay, object detection. So now I have a code for this. Okay, so now you can see. So first I will explain this, then I have to run this one. Okay. First one, the system. System means it's help to I said this is two kinds of process we have to do. One is real-time camera with the help of the real-time camera we have to use and identify the real-world objects. Another thing, we have to import the one kind of image. In that particular image, what are all the objects present in that particular frame. Two kind of way we have to see to detect the objects. So that's why the system has to be used to identify the image objects inside the image, what are the objects there. Next one, computer vision, the CV2 and the computer vision 2, that is accessing the camera. And ultralytics and the YOLO, it's help to deciding the version of the YOLO. Okay, that is ultralytics, we have to use it here. So we have to assigning the model, that is YOLO V10. So still V11 it is the processing, still it is processing. It is advanced concept. So starting from the version has to be changed into the our model wise. Okay. So V9 is detecting on kind of concept. So V10 is everything. V10 model, I mean version 10 is for every object has to be detected. So V11 is the to specific configuration is there. So if I detect the person means the V10 only detect if I am is there. So I am a human. So the camera has to be detect I am a person. Like that way is detect. Okay. So in V11 model is comes to the it will comes to the detect the gender wise. So if I means my male, so male person. The female is that means female person. Like that way gender wise he has to be detect. That kind of techniques has to be available in a V11 model. Then only it's still processing. And then so it's a source. So we have there is two kind of sources you can see. One is the first one is the image concept. I have to upload my image. Inside the image what all the things is there. Next one is a webcam. So real-time camera I have to use to detect the kind of process, I mean objects. So there is a two input kind sources are there. Next one, there is two kind of conditions is there. Okay, I'm sorry for that. Okay, first thing I have to create the webcam. Okay, so now I two kind of sources. At the time I have to using only one source. So just in explanation way I have to open the two sources. Okay, if I using the webcam means is entering into this particular first condition, that is capturing the real world things with the help of the webcam voice. And while it is true, the frame has to be true means the in real world my frame has to be rated. So the red frame means it's executed to the real world objects, I mean real world frame. Then this go with that our model. So the frame assigning to our model, the model has to be identified. So what kind of object is there? So everything is still the camera has to be run. Behind the process, the identification will be there. So annotated frame has to be created and the result will be stored into this particular annotated frame. Finally, the every object has to be show in our output window or output frame. So the final press step is, so I have to fix it to the 1. 1 means the only 1 minute or 1 second only this has to be hold, otherwise it is closed. Or else I have to click the Q button, I mean quit button, automatically the frame has to be ended. Okay, so the break means the frame will be stopped, I mean the loop has to be stopped. The cap dot release and the cv dot destroy all windows means to release the window, then it is closing the every windows. The else means once I using the images, automatically the else condition will be applied. So the image frame has to be read and the inside the image. The image is not readed well means it's giving the message like a could not load the image, like that way. Or else properly the image has to be read means is go with that resizing the image, and resized model has to be stored to the result. The model has to be detect the objects. Finally the objects has to be show. Okay, here the wait key 0 means the 0 is a unconditional wait, that is infinity. So when I was to close, still the image has to be showed. If I give in to the 1 or 10 means the only few seconds only the frame has to be hold, otherwise it is closed. So now I start with that image. I will show you image. Next we have to go with that webcam. Okay. Okay. So I already have the street image in my folder. You can see here. So you can see here. Just inside the street image, the car, bus and traffic lights, some peoples are there. So how many object is properly the model has to be detected means the every object is showing into the one frame. So the car means the car is on particular square frame will be created, and it's the label name. The label name has to be car and bus, like that way it is executed. Now I run this code, you can understand easily. So now I can see run this. So it is still working, so you can see now. It takes some time, so it has to be executed. Okay, what was that? Okay, I think street image is not there. Sorry, I have to open the folder. So I am using the VS Code. Okay, so inside the IDE or inside the editor, I have to upload the entire folder. This help to easy to understanding. I mean, take the input from the another folder. So I have opened the folder. So now the every images and model, everything is present in this particular single file manager or single location. So it's help to easily the object has to be detected. So now I run this again. Okay, so now it's executed. You can wait some time. You can see one image will be shown and suddenly it disappear, because of I give it that Windows only 10 seconds. Then 10 means it is at 1 second. If I give 100 means it's at 10 seconds. So again I run this, you can see. So you can see now also the image has to be showed, but suddenly it's hide. So if you have the infinity, you can see the detected frame means there is a 4 person has to be detected and 5 cars, 1 bus. The meters range is at 240.7 meter. So every pre-process speed values and speed values, inference value, post-process value, everything has to be represented in this particular frame. If I have to hold the image means I have to represent to the 0. It is a infinity one, when I was to close the image, that only the image has to be closed, otherwise it still hold. So now we can see. Yeah, the now image output image is there. You can see it here. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. So only 3, 4 kind of person only is clearly the image. I mean, model has to be detected, and 4 cars, I think, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 car and 1 bus. Already we can see this image in a raw image you were seen in a before this process, right? So now I have to change in the image also. So we have a room image, room people. You can see the room people has to be laptops, table, and multiple. I think around 7 persons. 7 or 8 persons is there. So here the 8 person and 4 laptop, 3 laptop or 3 or 2 laptop and a cup, kettle and a table, chairs, everything will be there. Okay, we will see. So how many objects the model has to be detect. I will changing the room people image. So I have to copy the path. Okay, wait a second. Copy the path and paste it here. So this is the source of the image source. So I will store it here. So not only this kind of much path is needed, just the image name only is enough for to read the image, because of the the image is present in our folder, so it's easy to the model has to be take this. So now you can see. Now you can see that here the laptop be left side or left side, the cell phone is there, and the laptop is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 laptops, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 kind of persons has to be detected, and 2 or 3 cups, and chair also there inside behind the girl. The chair is there. So this kind of, I think, around 5, 7, around 20 plus object has to be detected at this particular frame, the single frame. Okay. So what kind of image we have to give inside the image? What are all the objects the model has to be detect? It's possible to detect. They will detect the objects. Okay, now. Okay, so now I go with that webcam. Okay, now we can see with help of the image wise we have detect the objects. Now I go with that image. Real world webcam. Okay, so now I enable the source of webcam. So what is the meaning of this? The video capture means the one. There is two different things. Is that we have using the default system camera, means we are using the 0, representing the 0th index. If we are using the webcam, means we have to mention the first index. I am using the webcam, that's why the values, value is represented to the 1. Okay, so otherwise every process has to be same. So if I run this, you can see here the real-time camera has to be in access to detecting my this real world frame. My frame has to be detected. So you can see this. Once we have to wait for the window. Okay, need help with your camera. Okay, I think some problems. The device is not detected, so that's why. Okay, it's not time for this. So again I try this. In case the webcam is not detected, means I was using my system camera. So once again same problem has to be detected because of the camera is not properly inserted, means I have to change it the frame, using to the 0, my default camera I have to use. Yeah, now you can see my real-time camera has been detected, Here I am a person, so it's detected to I'm a person. So now I will show it to my mobile phone. is detected this a cell phone. You can see the cell phone, it's detected like this. And so I have to showing like remote. It was a remote, it detected like a remote. Just a minute guys, just a minute. You can see now I closing the window has to be not closed because of I give it a order like I click the Q button, that's one, then only the windows has to be closed. Okay, so still how many object has to be detected, still the process is there, the persons repeatedly comes because majorly I'm only in front of the camera, so the frame has to be detected. I'm a person wise mostly detected, otherwise the cell phone has to be detected and the remote has to be detected. So like that way the frame has to be created. So once again I run this, you can see properly. Still it is getting, yeah. So again I try to show it is a yeah, I think it's a cell phone, a bottle, yeah, right. So now we're detecting to the bottle. Okay, so what kind of object I will show in front of the camera, the object, I mean the frame has been detected, what is the exact name of the particular object. Okay, so now it is a cell phone. So most of the products is getting properly, sometimes is give a wrong answer for some kind of people. It is because based on the position and the object existence, so like that way it is not executed. So still I am closing the window, it is not closed. Once I give the Q button, automatically the windows has to be closed. So this is the way the object detection has to be work. Okay, I hope you all understand this concept. So today we will see the two kind of project. One is a personal assistant creation, how to create the personal assistant, how it has to be in work. Next one, object detection, how the object has to be detected and what kind of object is detected in the particular single frame. This kind of things we will see. Okay, so next time, I hope you all understand this concept. If you have any doubts, you can contact this particular mobile number. I will give a mobile number and my mail ID is there. So you can contact anytime. So thank you all. Thank you for your attention. If you got a chance, we will meet with the next session and see you. An attendance link was shared in the chat box. So kindly give it your attendance. So don't forget this. So thank you so much. We will meet with the next session and see you.